Hey guys, it's Jonathan here from Aus Speed Automotive and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about something that's a little bit more in my domain and I love. We've got a wicked Ford Mustang Mach 1 and it's a spicy little number. So this particular car is presented in Velocity Blue, and in my eyes, it's like my favorite Mustang color, aside from Ruby Red. The first telltale sign you can tell, yes, it's a Mach 1, but why does it have a GT 500 bonnet on it? So my client wanted to go for something a little bit more out there, a little bit more loud. So what he went and done was went to MP Concepts and bought this bonnet and put it on the car. So it's got the MP Concepts bonnet, it's got the bonnet latches, which are really cool because you press them like so, and they pop up. And these obviously secure the bonnet. The next telltale sign, which you have a look at, is the 20-inch forged G-Max rims. Now, these rims are wrapped in a Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tyre, meaning that they are super sticky. They are really, really good for your track purposes, but also street purposes. Now the rims are staggered, so as you can see, the rear is a bit bigger than the front, and I love the pattern on the rims. Coming through to the rear of the car, we've got the GT 500 style spoiler with the accessory on the back, which is the gurney flap, giving the back end a more sleek yet aggressive look. It's obviously got the really nice big exhaust tips on it and the standard diffuser. So this car has had a few external modifications to it. And I'd like to point out there's a sticker on the back of this car which says EME. So EME is Eastside Mustang Enhancement, and the owner of that is Andy Sutton. He's a really close friend of mine and does a lot of work on Mustangs, hence the name. EME stands for Eastside Mustang Enhancement. Now, this will probably be the 4th or 5th car I've sold that Andy and the team down in Eastsides have worked on, and can I tell you that the quality of their work is literally next to none. They are fantastic. Their expert advice, their attention to detail, and they're mad scientists. They build like the coolest cars that produce some of the most craziest power. One little feature that I really like is that our client went ahead and put what's called the Super Coyote on the side of the car. Now, for those of you who are heavily into your Fords and you know the XY GT Falcon, they had what's called the Subaru because it was the crazy mad science race car of the 70s, and it was stamped on the XY GT and the XY GT HOs. So he went ahead and done his own called the Super Coyote, sorry, and yeah, that's paying homage to the motor, which is a Coyote 5-litre V8.
Which has a factory manual and a Whipple supercharger. It's the last of its kind, so let's do the honours and talk about the powerhouse under the bonnet.
This car is a little bit spicy, so as we pan over and have a look at the motor, you will notice that behemoth of a supercharger on it. So the supercharger is a Whipple supercharger. These particular packs are done at Eastside Mustang Enhancement, and this particular example is what's called the Whipple 800 Plus pack. So what they do is they guarantee approximately 800 horsepower out of the Coyote motor, and this particular example had been dynoed at Graham West Tuners on a hub dyno, and it made approximately 480 rear wheel kilowatts, which is extremely impressive from a 5-litre V8. So what you get with the Whipple 800 pack is obviously your supercharger, you get your intercoolers, which have thermofans set up on them. It's all plumbed in, all done extremely professionally, and it just transforms these cars into a fire-breathing beast. Now, stating the obvious, my client wanted something a little bit different, so he went ahead and had the supercharger chrome and the ribbing painted with the exact same color as the car, which is Velocity Blue. So it's an extremely cool attention to detail component on this particular car. And one cool thing, which we'll show you as well, is Eastside Mustang Enhancement build numbers all their cars so that they can be tracked. So on the very close to the firewall, you will see a little plaque saying EME. And that's just a cool little touch that Eastside Mustang Enhancement does because they take a lot of pride and care in their Mustangs, and they are genuine car enthusiasts.
Now let's debunk the myth of the plastic American interior.
look, everyone's got a concept of American cars being this big plastic hunk of V8 power that just isn't that well built. But contrary to that, yes, these Mustangs have a little bit of hard plastic in it, which you can sort of hear when I start tapping it. But the build quality is actually quite good in them. They've integrated a lot of soft touch plastics, so through the dashboard, through the door pads, but they're really well built, and the comfort in these cars is actually incredible. And one thing I like is the old style 8-ball gear shifter, which is pretty cool. Another thing about the Mustangs and being a Mach 1 is that they, as I was saying earlier, they are a build numbered vehicle. So this one is build number M1643 chassis number. That's also displayed up there, which is how I read that so well because it's in front of me. And look, my client just went to the added option of making it feel a little bit more like a race car. So he has put a fire extinguisher in it, but all the usual refinements in this particular car. You get your Apple CarPlay, your Bluetooth streaming, leather wrap steering wheel, and it's comfortable. It's got your cruise control. Lumbar support on these seats are great. They've also got heated and cooled seats, which, again, cooled is probably a lot more practical in Australia because summer in a leather car with these seats would be quite hot. But all in all, the interior in this is really nice. You've got your brushed aluminium panels up top. It's just a really nice, neat car, very well placed out, and a really nice cockpit.
So now it's time to jump in this Mach 1 Mustang, fire up the engine, and take it out for its first drive and give you our thoughts and feelings on the car.
One thing I love about a, I guess, muscle car would have to be the fact that it's manual. This day and age, there's not a lot of manual cars left being constructed, so kind of depressing from a muscle car point of view and on a motoring enthusiast point of view. But this one here being manual is amazing. I love manual powered cars. They're great. So look, driving this, it literally drives like a normal Mustang. It does feel a little bit, I guess, more sturdy on the road because of the 20-inch rims being a little bit bigger aspect ratio than factory. So the cool thing about the Mach 1 Mustang that I really like, and I think it's probably just, it's an awesome thing if you are looking at taking this on the track every now and then. It's got rev matching. So when I kick it back a gear, it automatically revs up to match the gear. So I'm just going to do it now and see how you can hear that. I haven't touched the accelerator. So if we do it again, going back to second, you hear it kick back. So it's probably one of the coolest things. And then it's just instant acceleration. So the telltale sign that obviously this is supercharged, you can hear it, number one. But number two, the actual responsiveness of the motor is just increased. And I'd say it's like a 50-60% increase on acceleration and power and responsiveness. And that's me kicking it back again just because it sounds great, hearing it with the nice sports exhaust. It's brilliant. So with these, they're, I think, more focused on being a driver's car versus a track car. So the clutch is extremely light. It's not heavy. It's not cumbersome to change gears and, you know, always just a workout. It's actually really nice to drive. The short throws in the gearbox are fantastic as well. So all in all, I like actually driving Mustangs. As I was saying, I've actually sold a fair few of these now that have been built by Eastside Mustang Enhancement. And every single one is on point. I actually cannot fault their cars. So that's just a testament to what they believe in, and they've always been around Fords and modifying them and what have you. So for us to be able to sell another one of their builds is pretty cool. And one thing I forgot to mention is the snake eyes on the front end. It's a beautiful machine. It's a very, very nice package for what we're selling it for, which we will touch on that a little bit later. So it's nice. It's that haven't broken any laws, just building up to speed, and it feels great. And obviously you would have heard the supercharger as well, so that obviously puts a smile on my face. So just a brilliant car. Brilliant package. Absolutely incredible nonetheless. For the price you pay for one of these cars, it's great. You know, nowhere in the world anymore can you get a V8 coupe that's, you know, well, when these came out, the Mach 1s were obviously a little bit more expensive, but even just your standard GTs, you couldn't get a 5-litre V8 or any V8 for that matter for under $100,000 with this kind of power. So really, bang for buck, they're a great car. Sorry, the roads are a bit terrible here, but it's actually quite comfortable. It just brings a smile to my face every single time. And you know, even though we have braved a 4-degree Sunday morning here in Adelaide, it's been very, very worthwhile getting up to drive a V8 Mustang on your Sunday morning, and a spicy one at that. And there goes that rev match again as we go around the corner. It's just fun. It's a beautiful car, and it gives you a really nice feeling when you're driving it. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed watching the video today regarding our Mach 1 Mustang. So guys, this car is for sale. It's going to be $129,900, and I'd like to think that this is one of the most documented builds I've ever come across. This book has the photos from the day of purchase right through to literally a few weeks before this car came here for sale, including sales documents, modifications, invoices, absolutely everything. So guys, this is a very special example of a Mach 1 Mustang. If you are interested, you can reach out to us at ausspeedautomotive.com, or you can head over to our Facebook at Aus Speed Automotive SA and send us a message regarding this car. Guys, I just want to say, finally, a quick thank you to the owner of the car for letting me be able to have the opportunity to film this video. I'd like to thank Eastside Mustang Enhancement for building another wicked car, and I look forward to many more years of working together with you guys, and also the man behind the camera. So Throttle Talk Australia, I want to say a massive thank you to another successful video of you guys. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.